父の名誉にかけて誓います。真犯人は何者であろうと決して容赦せず絶対に正義を貫くことを聖騎士グロリア・パスカル・ローランドの名にかけてここに宣誓いたします。
Hello everyone, this is Potato Sourdough, back with another character guide for Sword of Convallaria. Today we're diving deep into one of the most powerful and versatile characters in the game, Gloria. We'll be covering everything from her traits and skills to recommended builds and equipment. Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make Gloria an unstoppable force in your lineup. Let's start with a quick overview of Gloria. From the moment she was released, she's been a dominant character in both the Taiwanese and Chinese server. What makes her so valuable? For starters, Gloria has no real weaknesses. She's a character that offers an exceptional balance of single target and AOE damage coupled with damage enhancement, reduction, aura buffs, and enhanced mobility. This versatility allows her to fit seamlessly into a variety of teams and strategies. Her trait is especially powerful, giving her a 20% boost to attack, an increase of 2 tiles to her movement, and a 12% attack and defense buff to all allies within 3 squares. At 5 stars, she becomes even more formidable by ignoring 50% of the enemy's defense, making her an exceptional attacker and support unit. This makes her star upgrade priority very high, so make sure you focus on that as soon as you can. Now, let's break down her skills. Gloria excels in both single target and AOE damage, but to truly optimize her, you'll want to provide some additional support for her AOE capabilities. While Gloria can be built as a tank, I wouldn't recommend this route because there are other units in the game that perform the tank role more effectively. Instead, focus on her strengths, her offensive potential in both single target and AOE damage. Her skill set makes her adaptable to any situation, but to get the most out of her, you'll need to tailor her build to the role you want her to play. Let's talk about her single target build first. Gloria's 5-star trait, which allows her to ignore 50% of enemies' defense, makes her a beast in this role. The key items here are the Skeleton Spear and the Flying Blade Arm Guard. The Skeleton Spear increases her physical attack, and the Flying Blade Arm Guard is perfect for boss encounters. It provides up to 45% piercing damage across 3 uses, allowing Gloria to deal significant damage even to heavily armored enemies. This build also keeps her AOE capabilities intact, so you're not sacrificing versatility for single target power. And don't forget the Sword and Cup Engraving Resonance. It boosts her damage output and provides a 15% lifesteal effect, helping her stay in fight longer. With this setup, Gloria becomes an incredibly reliable damage dealer who can handle boss fights and groups of enemies. Next up is her AOE build. While Gloria's AOE damage is solid, it's not the highest in the game, which means that enemies might survive with just a sliver of health after her attacks. That's where the double-sided halberd and roaring flint come in. The double-sided halberd boosts her attack for each enemy hit, making it ideal for crowded battles. The roaring flint, on the other hand, is excellent for finishing off those weakened enemies. It provides a 20% health penetration bonus, making sure that even though toughest foes don't get a chance to recover. However, keep in mind that the Roaring Flint is limited to fire properties and has a long cooldown, so you'll need to time its use carefully. Additionally, the Sword and Cup Engraving Resonance not only amplifies Gloria's overall damage output, but also provides a 15% lifesteal effect, which is crucial for keeping her sustained during battles. The combination of high AOE damage and lifesteal ensures that Gloria can remain on the front lines, dishing out damage while recovering her health with every hit. This synergy is especially useful where sustainability is key. By incorporating Sword and Cup Engraving Resonance, you're turning Gloria into a more resilient AOE damage dealer. It allows her to clear out groups of enemies while maintaining her survivability, making her a consistent and reliable presence on the battlefield. This resonance is particularly valuable because it mitigates the risk of overextending during fights, letting Gloria contribute significantly without needing constant support or healing from other units. For those who prefer more supportive role for Gloria, I've got you covered. Gloria's mobility is one of her greatest assets, and the support build takes full advantage of that. Equip her with the Nameless Staff and Old Scrolls of August. This setup allows her to stay in sync with high mobility allies like August, ensuring her flag-waving buffs are always in the right place at the right time. The Old Scrolls of August are especially useful for boosting her capability as a support unit, providing valuable buffs to her allies. Additionally, the Sword and Wand Engraving Resonance works perfectly here, increasing her damage based on the number of tiles she's moved. This build turns Gloria into a versatile support character who can enhance your team's performance while still dealing respectable damage herself. While I generally don't recommend building Gloria as a tank, for those of you who want to try a counter tank setup, here's how to do it effectively. Equip her with the Silent Guard and Crystal Burst armor for maximum defense and counter attack damage. This build takes advantage of her silencing attack, which forces enemies to rely on basic attacks. The Silent Guard enhances her defense, and Crystal Burst armor increases her counter damage, making her a formidable tank in the right circumstances. Additionally, the Double Pentacle Engraving Resonance, along with their Silent Guard and Hermit Tarot Whisper, will help bolster her defense further, making her much harder to take down. This build won't outperform dedicated tanks, but it's a fun and effective way to utilize Gloria's versatility if you want to mix things up. To wrap things up, Gloria is one of the most versatile characters in Sword of Convallaria. Whether you're looking for a single target damage dealer, an AOE powerhouse, or a reliable support unit, Gloria can do it all. Her flexibility makes her a key asset in any team, and she pairs well with a wide range of units. While other characters may specialize in specific roles, Gloria's ability to adapt to different strategies makes her invaluable. So whether you're gearing her up for offensive power or support, Gloria will always deliver results. Make sure you prioritize her star upgrades to unlock her full potential and watch her dominate the battlefield. And that's all for today's guide on Gloria. I hope this breakdown helps you get the most out of her for your teams. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to support Small Bread. Your support means a lot and helps keep these guides coming. As always, stay tuned for more tips, guides, and updates on Sword of Convallaria. This is Potato Sourdough, signing off. See you in the next video.